Hi guys, I'm Evelyn and today I have a dental teeth whitening kit. It is the Dr. George's Dental White. I heard about this from a creator on TikTok. I'll leave her name on screen. And after doing some research, I did find the maker of this on YouTube, and he seems like a sweet elderly man from Louisiana, I think. I just found it endearing that it's a family business, and actually I think the creator that I saw on TikTok, she first heard about this kit from Jaclyn Hill like years and years ago. And so yeah, it was a sweet story how the owner of this, and actually his picture is here, so yes, it was a sweet story how he had seen Jaclyn Hill's video and then personally thanked her in a YouTube video. So yeah. So yeah, that's just a little backstory of the creator of this brand. So before we get into the video, let's do perfume of the video. Today's is Valentino Donna, born in Roma, extra dose. I think this is the newest flanker. I don't put on scents until I do perfume of the video, so let's see what the mood is going to be like today. Yeah, gives me like baby doll Barbie type of vibes. Definitely something raspberry and red rose, but like a deepness, and also it could make me think of like Marilyn Monroe red lipstick, that kind of classic vibe, but also modern and fresh. I like this. Yummy. It's good. That's what the bottle looks like. It says it's a floral ambery fragrance with vanilla liquor-like addictive notes. I guess that red lipstick at the bar vibes, kind of like an early evening scent. I like it. It's yeah, fresh. This is what the box looks like. It gives me like nostalgic 80s vibes, and I think that is actually the creator's daughter. It comes in this box. I actually found it straight off of their website, and this is the contents of the box. So it's like a squeezy tube, kind of like toothpaste whitening gel. In the kit that I chose, you get 2 of the teeth guards and then the syringe thingy, and this is what it's saying the result should be. So from like that kind of yellow to that sort of white. It says it on the back of the box, about 14 days to, you know, see a significant like shade difference, and these are the steps. And on the first box it says to wear it 30 minutes twice a day, and I'm not quite used to that because I've tried strips before, like Crest White strips, and with them you just wear it for like I think an hour a day or 30 minutes, and then that's it. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this system works. Some extra information. Alright, so let's get into the inside. Okay, and inside you will see that there's a massive tube. I think makes it kind of, I don't know, value for your money because it's so big. I've never had a gel this big. It's 148 grams. It's in mint flavour, and it shows here a 2-year expiry date. So that's quite a long time to finish off teeth whitening gel. The rest of the stuff is a syringe. Okay, and that's the syringe that it comes with the little cover. So keeps it hygienic. And then the 2 mouth guards, I can see. I don't know, I've never made one at home, so I wonder how it's gonna go. It says you're meant to dip it in, I'm not sure if it's hot water or warm water. I will read the package again. They're soft, so that's good. So yes, of the top and then the bottom as well. And it doesn't go all the way back to the, like, I think the molars, the back molars, but I've actually gone and got Zoom whitening like years ago, and even the dental tray that was made for me there didn't actually cover the back molars. So I think that's quite a common thing with teeth whitening trays. The manual, and that's the instructions. And they have like tips on how to do it as well. So yeah, like I said, the packaging just reminds me of like stuff that we would get in like 1985, but like modernized, you know, for 2005. So yeah, I like the colour scheme. I think on the first day when I opened the tube, I was so excited to see like what does it smell like. I may have done it too quickly. Yeah, I remember doing that, and then it kind of, you know, when like toothpaste lids crack, but it's still secure. I can still open it and then lock it into place. So I'm just going to read the instructions on how to mould the trays. Yeah, it says once it's heated it becomes extremely flexible, so it's going to be easy to just, you know, mold it to your teeth. I looked up on their website and it's got like a couple of YouTube videos of how to shape the molds. I did go and get a pot of, this is quite dangerous, I need to be extra careful, of hot water. They look like a horseshoe basically, and it's got quite a long thick tab. That's good when you're dipping it into your hot water. So yeah, it's got its own
now you'll want to
YouTube
inspect
instruction. Okay, so the first dip, you do it for 6 seconds vertically, don't lay it horizontally, and don't like, you know, don't like, what's it called? Don't do this while it's in the hot water. And then pull it up upright, shake off the water, and then put it in. And it says to do it, to kind of push from the bottom, not the front. And then once you've got that molded and you're happy, then you cut this tab off as close as you can to the, you know, the front of the guard, and then holding it this way, put it into the water again, vertically, to like smooth off the edges. That's what it says to do. And it did mention something about putting Vaseline on here on the top part, so that when you put in this part, because this is hot as well, so it won't like, you know, kind of mold to each other or stick to each other, I think they meant. So yeah, I want to show you, but I don't want to, it's quite heavy, I don't want to do nothing silly. Alright, so I've got 6 seconds on my timer. Okay, go. This is quite dangerous. What am I doing? I think I'm gonna put it back down. Oh my god, is that all? Literally, that's all. I didn't do the front part though. I just feel like it's not malleable enough at all. I'm gonna go back in. I feel like I didn't get this part, and I don't want it to not be shaped to my front teeth, you know? Do you know what I think? That I could have added more water. Alright, so I'm waiting 6 seconds now. Okay, shake off the water, and then that did not work at all. No, it kind of did it? Kind of did, I guess, but I feel like I'm gonna put it back in for a bit longer. It does say once you put it in your mouth to like push with your tongue and like suck the air out, and to bite firmly, but not to push it from the front. That's what it said. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It is actually molding, like bit by bit it is molding, but it's just, I feel like it's too tough. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to use my old molds that I got from the dentist. Okay, so I'm dipping it back in. I just got the hot water from the kettle, so it should be hot enough. I don't think this is working for me. Right, I'm going to give it one more go. Maybe I'm not biting down right away, or does the water have to be even hot? Because they did say bring the water to a boil and then dip it in. Maybe I'm expecting it to be exactly like the dentist ones, and actually this is only supposed to like mold the bottom of your teeth. I'm not sure. But then like, aren't the front parts meant to also, let me just do it one more time. Then each time you dip it into the hot water, the molds kind of disappear off the silicone guards. I think it's silicone, right? Let me watch the video one more time.
Lift the tray straight up out.
Ugh. No, I feel like they're too big. I'm gonna give up. I think I'll actually try this again another time, but for now I'm gonna use my dentist like molds. They're quite old, but they still kind of fit, so I'm gonna try it with that. But I do think this could come in useful, like especially if you're gonna do it properly and do it over the stove with like boiling hot water. Or maybe it's just supposed to look this way and not be too molded at the sides. And if it is, if you're gonna put them both in, you would cut this off. Go in. Hot one, bottom one, hot in. Right, and you could leave it in for 30 minutes and breathe fine. So yeah, this could come in useful too. I would say order it with the guards if you do try this, because at least if you don't have one at home, it'd still come in handy. So yeah, but if you're gonna buy the guards separately, I'd say try and get one that's, I don't know, that's maybe more of a thin material, because maybe that's why I couldn't really get it to really like sink in and mold to my teeth as much. I only just got like the bottom of it, but I'm not sure, maybe it is fine to just, like I said, have this not that like, you know, molded to like every crevice of your teeth, and it will still whiten because the gel is quite thick, so it would stay at the front. But just to show you, this is the Zoom one that I had from like years back, to be honest, and they look like that, and they're like such a thin consistency, you know. So yeah, the thickness is like, do you see what I mean? That is way thicker than how this feels. more dense. For now, I'm just going to use these two. So I have my 3 tools. I'm going to try and insert a daylight picture too of what my teeth was like before and after, so you can see what it was like over the 14 days. I like pictures, you know, but we've just gotten so used to like video instructions. We're kind of spoiled for choice in that way. So like when there's a lot of writing, I feel like, oh. So they want us to pull it completely out. Done. Okay, so the plunger is completely out of the syringe. It says to get this and squeeze. Ooh. I wonder how much it uses per treatment. I may have overfilled it a bit. It can get kind of messy, tiny bit. I have tried a few others, so oh my god, I just squeezed it onto my hand. Don't overfill it like I just did, because I just squeezed it over my hand. Fuck's sake. I have also tried Opal Essence, and they all smell the same, they're like the gel. This one just has a less chemically scent, I feel like, more like toothpaste mint. So it's actually a thin line across. Okay, so I've made a complete mess, but that's just me. So if I hadn't filled it that much, I could just do a simple line across. And it says not to put too much excess because you don't want it to touch the top of your gums. This ain't no line though. This is definitely way more than a line, but just hopefully I don't like turn my gums like sore. I think that goes white, right, if it burns, but I feel like this, not sure about the percentage of it, the hydrogen peroxide, I think it's made with. It doesn't seem that strong. Squeezing a line. And then it's like that much left. Right, so I've got my 2 trays ready. Right, so I've got my top teeth in, and now I'm going to put the lower half on and then leave it on for 30 minutes. It is actually feeling kind of spicy already. I can kind of feel the tingling. So I would say order a tube of Sensodyne before you start this, just in case your teeth like, you know, reacts to it. Usually mine doesn't, but just in case, I do have a Sensodyne toothpaste on hand. Yeah. I definitely did put too much because I can feel the excess going all over. Alright, so it's been 30 minutes. I'm gonna take it out. Right, it says not to brush right away because it will cause sensitivity, I think. So this is what my teeth are looking like. I really do think I noticed a difference, especially on the top teeth. I will be adding pictures though to show you clearly, like in daylight as well. But I do like just noticing from the mirror right now. I noticed it way more on the top teeth. It's like really brightened it up. The bottom teeth, I can still see a bit of like yellowness like towards the bottom. I am actually quite hopeful if it is like this on the top teeth after the first go, then I have hope that it will keep you know, whitening it. And it also said that you would do this like 30 minutes twice a day for about 2 to 3 weeks, or until you've got the desired whiteness. And then it says to upkeep, you would like put on your toothbrush 50% toothpaste and then 50% of the gel, and then, you know, that will give you like a little top up throughout between whitening, like actually using the trays to whiten your teeth. Also wanted to show you the exact ingredients. Carbamide, hydrogen peroxide, propylene glycol, propylene glycol, glycerine, water, carbomer, and TEA / flavor. It doesn't say like the exact percentage of it, but that's what it is. And again, like I was saying, how it gave me that nostalgic 80s vibes, I think it does. Even the packaging, it reminds me of like toys that I used to have when I was a little girl, like turquoisey tone. And it says Dr. George actually developed this whitening kit in 1989, and it really does, like, I don't know, it reminds me of that era. So yeah, I like that the taste is not like anything overpowering, and it definitely doesn't have that like chemical, you know, like aftertaste like a lot of others that I've tried do. It just tastes like minty, and kind of like a fresh icy mint. When I did first get the trays in though, I did feel, you know, quite a bit of spiciness, like not too much, but just you can feel like, I don't know if it's stinging, but it felt a bit like spicy and it was kind of foaming. It does say that it's important to get the gel right into the custom trays so that it doesn't react with the oxygen, because saliva makes it, I don't know, more weak or something like that, because I think it's not supposed to mix with saliva. It makes it less potent, I think, when you're putting it in your trays. Just keep that in mind, like don't overdo it. I am excited to include the pictures and see how much more it whitens over the next few treatments. See, I really do think it's worth trying, especially for the amount that you get. Right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I will include updates on my social media, so follow me on there, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.